service, we learned about having faith in Jesus. And this week, we're going to part 2 of General Epistles. Let's go.
If you missed the lesson, here is the quick version. The General Epistles have 7 books, and it starts with Hebrews, followed by James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st, 2nd and 3rd John, and Jude. Now, unlike Paul's letters that were specifically written to specific churches and people, these general epistles were written to all Christians, or during that time, all Jewish Christians, hence the name General Epistles. Now let's start with Hebrews. Hebrews has 13 chapters, and it was written by someone who was close to Paul, as the teachings in it fit with the teachings of other epistles by Paul. Now the book of Hebrews was written for Jews who had become Christians. In the Roman Empire, followers of Jesus could be arrested and thrown into jail, or even be killed simply because they were Christians. Now it was hard. The Jewish Christians taught about leaving the faith and going back to their old and easier ways. However, the author of Hebrews reminded them about how much better Jesus was, that Jesus was the one who sacrificed for all people for all time. He also encouraged them to hold on to God's promises and to persevere in faith. In fact, the definition of faith is found in this book, Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. And we must continue on in faith even though things around seem bad. After Hebrews is the book of James. James has 5 chapters and is sometimes called the Proverbs of the New Testament. James was written by James, the brother of Jesus who became the leader of the church in Jerusalem. And the book of James warns us to watch out our tongue and be careful of what we speak. Just like the small rudder of the ship steers and controls the entire ship, our tongue is able to do the same for our being. James also reminds us to be doers of the word, God's word, and not just hearers. He says that if we are walking with Jesus, our lives must change for the better, and over time, we will become more and more like Him.